Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Andrea Goyen. I'm the Environmental Literacy and Sustainability Coordinator at the San Mateo County Office of Education, and I am super excited to host tonight's webinar and get a chance to share all these amazing community-based partners and their amazing programs with you all. So I'm going to jump into just quickly introducing what this initiative is from San Mateo County and why I'm working with the community-based partners. So we launched an initiative out of the San Mateo County Office of Ed in 2017 that was focused around providing backbone support to our schools to prioritize environmental literacy and to integrate environmental sustainability and climate resiliency into their schools. And this has been going on for about 3 years, and we were the first county office in the state to launch an initiative like this. So pretty exciting to be here during this time. And one of the things that we've really tried to do is show folks that when you do this work, you're really looking to make changes in your facilities, in the curriculum, and also in community and overall culture of the school. And of course, that is really takes everybody, right? This takes students, teachers, administrators, but in order to do it well, it also really takes the support of community-based partners. So to make this kind of radical transformational change in our schools. So I'm super fortunate over the past 3.5 years to have been working with such amazing community-based partners throughout our county. And I'll say that we are running a lot of different programs and services. So we, in order to achieve this mission of transforming our schools, we have capacity building programs, we have networks, we run an annual summit, we have like an awards program. And the folks that will be speaking to you tonight are from one of our networks, which is our community-based partner network. We also do some other things, like we provide technical assistance out to our school districts in order to make changes like green facilities changes. And oftentimes we're doing this with the support of community-based partners as well. And then we have a number of resources. So I'm going to turn this over to our community-based partners network in just a second, but I first want to make sure I introduce some of the folks that are with us tonight on the call. So this network has really been focused around supporting every student at every grade level to have access to really high quality and standards aligned environmental education experiences with community-based partners. And of course, our primary effort is to do that in partnership during the day in our formal education system, but also so many of these partners offer robust like after school programs and summer camps and weekend programs. And that's an amazing enrichment that we have to offer alongside of what's going on in the schools as well. So tonight we'll try to focus on some of those programs. And we also, just to go a little bit further, during this COVID-19, this group of partners has done a tremendous job pivoting their programs and being able to make them COVID-19 friendly, and doing that in a way where they can offer asynchronous programs, which are programs that don't require real-time interaction, but the content is available online and students can access that whenever is best for them. They also offer synchronous online programs where they're doing like real-time interaction. So think of like a virtual field trip or a guided activity or a guest speaker. And then many of our programs have also opened safely and run really successful in-person on-site learning and enrichment programs where they're able to do these interactions either at a school site, do field trips off-site in local parks. And so we're really excited to be able to share many more details about these programs tonight. So I'm going to actually turn it over to each of these program providers to give just a sample of what they do, and then we'll open it up for some question and answer time. So it looks like Rethink Waste, you're up first to just share a little bit. So I'll turn it over to you.
Awesome, thank you. So that's us. I'm Nadia Thompson with Rethink Waste. Rethink Waste is a local government agency in San Carlos. So basically we handle all of the waste from Burlingame to East Palo Alto. And pre-COVID, our environmental education team went into schools to teach about waste education, like proper sorting and waste reduction. But since then, we've transitioned to creating distance learning materials. So we do have a lot of K-5 lessons. These are on topics like food waste and waste audits, things like that. Our lessons are aligned with NGSS, HSS, and Common Core standards. We also give virtual tours of our waste facility. So basically we have pre-recorded videos and we talk over it live to give some explanations about where waste goes. And then finally, we also have fun activities like student contests and webinars. So we actually have a holiday webinar coming up with caroling and information on zero waste gift giving. So all of our lessons and signups and things like that can be found on our website at rethinkwaste.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm super excited about December 11th. My kids and I are going. Okay, so up next, MSI.
Unmute myself here. Welcome to everybody. And yes, MSI has a series of programs that we are doing for families. So we have both in-person and a lot of in-person one, public events, Parent and Me for preschools, Low Tide Walk, Shark Day, and a lot of these are on Saturdays. We also have individual classes, which are can be in person for after school, weekend, weekday programs at your houses, and also intercession camps for those full days that your schools are off during the year. And we have individual classes online where they're drop-in or multi-day. And all of the classes have a variety of marine-based curriculum. Some of them focus on the bay, some of them focus on invertebrates, sharks, fish, the intertidal. So lots of exciting hands-on experiences for the students.
Great, thank you so much. And I will say we've just been so happy we in the formal education system have been so lucky to learn from a partner like MSI who piloted so early on doing this work with opening up safely with students. So thank you, Mary Lou, to all the work you've done to make that happen. All right, grassroots ecology.
Hi, I'm Kathleen with Grassroots Ecology. We do restoration of local lands using volunteers. And we do hands-on learning. So like most people, we're no longer going into classrooms. So we offer asynchronous science lessons that can be downloaded by anybody. Our grades 2 through 5 lessons are all watershed education focused. We do some synchronous science lessons with classes as well. For middle schools, we have a virtual lab based on microbes that help break down things in our wastewater, and it has video footage of the kinds of microbes that people can find, and middle schoolers are challenged to identify them. And then we have a set of in-person programs that are after school. We actually have a college intern program that is for community and traditional university students. And that's been running since the summer. And I have highlighted the middle school stewards. That's a new group we have. So we've had high school stewards running in cohorts since the summer. So we had a summer season, the fall season's about to wrap up, and we have a winter sessions with applications open. And we have a new middle school group. So yeah, check out our website to learn more.
Great, awesome. Thank you so much for that. And environmental volunteers.
Sorry, also having to unmute myself. We, as Andrew mentioned, we have traditionally been a K through 5 classroom program-based organization, but our mission has always been to connect students with nature and to have hands-on science experiences. So during this COVID period, we have pivoted to both synchronous hands-on experiences with groups of volunteers that work with students in a Zoom setting, which we have made available for families and learning pods. But we've also been heavily focusing on outdoor experiences, especially when everybody feels a little bit trapped at home, getting families, getting students, getting children outside into nature. 2 of the programs that we've been focusing on this year are our after school nature walk programs, which is focusing on local green spaces and city parks. and exploring the nature and the open air that's in our own backyard. And then we also have an independent learning program field trip series, which takes students and families to some of our beautiful open space areas that are in the Bay Area, all of which are within a 45-minute drive. Each of these programs are led by some of our experienced nature guides, as you can see in the picture here, and they are done in a COVID-safe manner, but they are encouraging families to use their senses, use scientific exploration, explore using whatever tools they are comfortable using. We use iNaturalist and eBird, but ultimately the goal is to get them outside, get families comfortable with being outside, and to give them an experience that will help them feel a little bit more connected with the natural world. So that is Environmental Volunteers.
Great, thank you so much, Toby. How about youth exploring sea level rise?
Yes, hi, that's with me. Thanks, Andrea. Good evening, everyone. My name is Camille Lang. I'm with the San Mateo County's Office of Sustainability. I'm the lead for the Youth Exploring Sea Level Rise Science program, which we abbreviate as YES. So this curriculum used to be completely field trips, but we've adapted it recently to be something you can do safely online with asynchronous and synchronous activities for students to participate in. The Youth Exploring Sea Level Rise Science curriculum is geared towards 9th through 12th grade students that live in San Mateo County that might not know that we are the most susceptible county to sea level rise and need to have that information before they take some climate action. Throughout the YES program, we zoom in, we start out broad looking at climate change in general, focusing on sea level rise, the impacts of sea level rise, and finally put it on students to come up with solutions and take climate action themselves with solutionary projects. I've worked with biology, chemistry, and AP environmental science teachers from all over San Mateo County this semester and have been able to customize and fine tune this curriculum so that way it really is functioning for each student that participates in the program. If you have any questions or would like to bring this to your classrooms with your students, please feel free to email me. Thank you, everyone.
Great, thank you so much. Yeah, and I just want to open it up just to make sure, are there any other partners who wanted to share about their programs here?
I would love to. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to get my slide up.
No worries, let me just.
But I'm Carl Oosterman with Director of Education at Curie Odyssey. We're a science center and zoo located in Coyote Point Park here in San Mateo. So we are currently open for limited visitation tickets only for visitors to enjoy our zoo, which is outdoors, as well as some outdoor exhibits. And in addition to, we have some, thank you, there you go. We have some virtual programs that are asynchronous. So parents, kids, families can go online to our website and look at, we have a host of at-home science activities and some videos that were made during our initial shelter in place back in March. So about 20 or 30 videos, all with the purpose of trying to get kids to explore science at home with materials that are easily procured, simple, and usually typically found at home. If something you desire is to have one of our educators be a partner with your child learning, we do have virtual synchronous classes called STEAM Labs, where you can join one of our educators to take a deeper dive into a particular topic. We do also have currently going on outdoor learning, in-person outdoor learning. We're taking full advantage of the park that we are in and doing programs for learning pods, after school programs for students, as well as we're approaching a winter camp. Again, all which will be done in person, outdoors, rain or shine. So far, we've had beautiful weather. We've had no rain to worry about, but we embrace the weather and use it as an opportunity to learn. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carl, and exciting to see about the winter camps as well. Gerald, I know you wanted to do something as well. Let me just see if you, you want to go ahead?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not mute. Okay, great. So my name is Gerald Schwartz. I'm with the Office of Sustainability Schools program. We are a county program, and we've been doing many years of in-classroom support for K through 12th grade classes, in specifically resource conservation, waste reduction, and lessons on the 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, rot, compost. And now we've also adapted our program to actually do both synchronous and asynchronous lessons. And this includes, as you're seeing right now, we have various lessons that we can do. They're referred to as our 5E lessons. So these lessons focus on doing at-home experiments, games, also doing at-home searches like personal waste audits and looking at packaging for prepared foods and so on. So we're very happy to provide anyone with support, even synchronously with directly with students and teachers, and even with parents with their children in the classroom. So just please contact us and we'd be happy to help out as much as we can. So thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Gerald. Yeah, and just really incredible programs. I'm so lucky to be working with all of you and doing this work. I just want to pause here and see if there's any questions that anyone has, or any other further examples that people want to put out there. You can also put questions in the chat box. Okay, well then I think that is all that we had for tonight to share. You are welcome to, I'm actually going to put in the chat box, because I forgot to do this in our last webinar. We have a great website if you want to follow up and find any of these providers. We have a really great filterable website that allows you to just get a sense of who some of these partners are right away. And I'll share my screen really quick and show you how it works. So if you're looking for a certain type of programming, like an experience type, you can just say, like, let's say you want to do maybe like an out of school, after school enrichment or something like that. If you click that button, you'll be able to see all the different programs that offer those types of things. Or if you're looking for, let's say that you ended up being a teacher or something like that, and you were looking for like a virtual guest speaker, then you'll see all the different programs that will offer those types of experiences. You can also filter by grade levels if you just want to find like just for 3 through 5, or you can filter by topics. If you're just interested in having your kids learn about like zero waste, for example, then you can just filter down to that. So super helpful website, and then that'll take you to figuring out who else you might want to work a little bit more closely with. So please utilize that as well. Okay, so I think that's it for us tonight. Yeah, if there's no other questions, I will stop sharing my screen. I'll pause the recording and oops. I always do that. I tried to leave the meeting. I will pause the recording and I'll hang out here for another minute if anybody has any questions.